And yeah, a lot of storm reports, a lot of reporters doing some very hard work over the past couple of days, 24 to 48 hours. So here's where things stand right now for us. Post-tropical storm, post-tropical cyclone Francine, now up to the north, now in Arkansas. So this is their problem, looking at a lot of rain for the Tennessee Valley and lower portions of the Ohio Valley as well. Now, as far as what else is happening in the tropics, well, here's what's going on. It is very quiet in the Gulf. We need that. And then elsewhere, though, we are talking about two areas that the National Hurricane System is watching. This one going to be just off the East Coast, looking at a 30% chance of seeing some development within the next 7 days. And then also looking at this one right near the Lesser Antilles, 20% chance of development within 2 days and also within 7 days. And then watching this one's on the other side of the Lesser Antilles. It's a tropical depression 7. Look at this thing though. It's already developed and it's really not going to do a whole lot at all. So that's some good news for us. That's a look at the tropics. Things staying quiet for us in the meantime because we've, like I said, had a busy 24 to 48 hours. Here's where things stand right now for you. Most of us are dry. We do have a couple small coastal showers moving through. That's expected as we're heading throughout the rest of the morning. So fairly quiet for everybody else. So things looking good for us as we head into the next several hours. Things will continue to stay that way. We'll keep seeing these coastal showers move through. There's about a 10% chance of rain for us. Most of us aren't going to see anything at all. We are still, however, seeing a couple of flood warnings around our rivers on the North Shore. Just a heads up if you do live around that area. But I will say next several days, as far as rain goes, we do not have to worry about this. We've already seen a ton of rain over the past 7 days. Some places have seen 10 to 15 inches of rain over the next 5 days, though. Not even going to see an inch for all of us, really not even half an inch. I mean, the most, maybe a quarter of an inch. That's down near Homa. Everybody else, though, we're okay. Their temperatures right now, though, however, into the low 70s on the North Shore, 72 up in Hammond, 75 Slidell. South Shore, though, did have 80 down at Port Fourchon, now it's 79. 73 over in Belle Chase this morning. So honestly, you're not starting off that bad as far as your temperatures go. You're feeling decent. Highs for today will make it into those mid 80s, close to some upper 80s, but most of us will be into those mid 80s for you. So it's not going to feel just amazingly comfortable, but it's not going to feel uncomfortable either. Dew points into the 70s, pretty typical for this time of the year. So whatever your typical feel like for right now, this time of the year, that's basically what we can expect. Nothing too different, nothing too far off. Do you want to talk about the dew points though? However, in more detail, as we get into the weekend, it'll slightly go up and in the beginning portions of next week, but it's not going to be oppressive. It's not going to be terrible for us. But we can manage this basically. As far as what's happening into the next couple of weeks, as far as rainfall goes, it does look like we're going to stay on the drier side. So looking at staying dry most of next week and going to stay dry after that as well. But our temperatures, however, so next several days, we're going to bump up to the mid to upper 80s, average the upper 80s. But after that, as we get deeper into September, very possible that we're going to be a little bit above average. I'm not talking about 100-degree temperatures, but we could rise just a little bit more above that. So here's a look at your WDSU first warning 7-day forecast. Next several days, look at your rain chances, 10 to 20%. 30% on Sunday, but the weekend though is looking good if you do have any plans. If you don't have any plans, I would suggest you do make some, guys.